Tonight, PRL makes a return with controversy as high-profile players are snubbed in recent class changes. Royals Deputy Prime Minister Dan Moore resigns and calls it quits on politics. What could this mean for the future of Royals politics? Royal New South Wales Chief Judge has formal complaint filed, but why? Find out tonight on 7 News.
Live from Sydney, 7 News.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news out of Royal Oz, where Deputy Prime Minister Dan Moore has resigned, and we take you live to our reporter Mary, who is stood outside Government Building in Byron Bay. Mary, take us through what happened.
Yeah. Chad, well, yesterday a press conference was called here at Government Building, where the then Deputy Prime Minister announced his resignation surrounded by fellow government members and other high-profile politicians. Included in an interview he did, he mentioned that it's about time that he resigns from row politics and instead will use the time to go on a US vacation with his wife, Craigle. This, of course, ends his reign as the second longest-serving Deputy Prime Minister in the Row Australia nation, just short of Benjamin, who served over 7+ months. Chad.
Thank you for that, Mary. Royal New South Wales Chief Judge Cynical Mays has had an anonymous complaint and report filed against him on the grounds of providing legal advice when not permitted to do so. This comes as the Roe state grows as it was newly founded and the election process has already commenced, with parties such as JT Heaton's Reform New South Wales Party thriving in member counts ahead of the election period. Cynical Mays has been unable to comment on the situation, but we do look forward to him making contact with us whenever he deems it necessary. Staying in the row politics space now, and Solomon Islands Prime Minister Zachary Cox announced his official support and endorsement for Swinner and Cynical Mays for Mayor and Deputy Mayor of Honiara. In a statement, Mr. Cox recognised Swinner's service and contribution to the Row Nation and his job as Foreign Affairs Minister under his ministry, as both Swinner and Cynical promoted better Honiara under their leadership. To the Row aviation space now, and Australian tech group Encore has announced their 50% off all Australian Christmas airport sale. The tech group has seen significant growth over 2024, with airports such as Gold Coast and Newcastle a prominent staple in the Royal Aviation Australia space. Staying in the same space now, and ROBLOX airline Qantas QF has issued an apology after flight QF 2020 experienced a technical fault, which caused the now old Skytech Q400 to glitch out and crash, causing all passengers to respawn. The airline has stated that they are committed to upgrading the Q400 to the new generation version available at the tech group Sky Hangar, as most airlines have phased out or retired their Skytech Q400s due to unreliability. To sport news now, and the Pacific Rugby League PRL has made a return to activity, but that comes without controversy, as PRL executives last night announced new player classes, which saw high-profile players such as Huso J. Tavita and Zacharix downgraded to lower classes, whilst other high-profile players like them were kept in higher classes. PRL executives for the time being are not budging on their decision, but the decision will most likely be changed once the PRL season commences. You can find all upcoming PRL games live and free on 7 Network starting late December, following a new partnership formed between the sports firm and the network, which was reached on December 17. ROBLOX entrepreneurs Maurice 1006 and VHVOL, can you believe it, have decided to start a political party in the Row state of New South Wales to contest in the upcoming election for Premier. The Republican Party of Australia promises to remove tax placed on tips to help small businesses make more profit, more rights for women in the growing society, free public transport on Opal cards on weekdays and event days, and more publicly accessible education to help the state's crippling education crisis. To our final news story now, and a 7 News opinion poll conducted in Royal Australia has revealed that a majority of the Australian public have large amounts of faith in the current government. Our poll revealed that 42% of the people have 50% or more faith in the government, a further 42% are unsure where their faith lies, and 16% of the Australian public have little to no faith in the current government. And now it's time for your weather forecast, and joining me for his 7 News debut in the studio is Ash. Ash, how's the weather forecast looking for tomorrow?
Thanks, Chad. Well, the weather's been a fair mix of very hot and very wet and rainy, but let's take a look around the country for the weather. Cairns 33 with a chance of rain, Brisbane 31, Sydney 29, a little bit cooler, Canberra 33 with possible storms, Melbourne 25, Hobart 23, pretty cool down there, Adelaide 28 with a possible chance of rain, Perth 26, and Darwin 34 with a chance of storms.
Thanks for that, Ash, and thank you for watching the first very full edition of 7 News ROBLOX. To stay up to date, follow us on X and join our Discord server with the link in our bio. Stay with us now on 7 for the Chase Australia. I'm Chadwick Johnson. Good night.